Hey, it's Larry from Street Element, and today we're going to do another product review. This time is something that has been asked a lot about, and it is the F1 valved catback system for the VBs. They are a collaboration between AeroFlow Dynamics and DMAKER. It includes the Y pipe, here's the mid pipe, and also have the valved muffler. The whole system is stainless steel. You do get two options. We have the polished option for you and also the burnt tips. You will get the power source, the wires, the clamp, two remote control, the module itself, and also the gaskets and bolts that's required to install. So here we also have an extra option for you to choose from. It is a secondary cat delete pipe that fits in front of the catback system. So what it essentially does is that it will give you a better flow, at the same time make the car slightly louder. It is an optional extra when you buy the catback system, and right now they are only suited for the 6-speed manual transmission only. Just like the catback system, this is also a 3-inch stainless steel pipe. The pipe fits perfectly with the catback system, whether you have the AeroFlow system or you have any other brands. Let's talk about the valve system and why we choose the valve system. As you can see from here, the valve module itself is installed on the muffler already. What it essentially does is that it opens or closes the valve, which controls the volume of your exhaust. Say if you do need to go to work early in the morning, you can have a shut. If you want to go for a spirited drive around, then you can have it fully open. To make things easier, it does come with a remote. When you hit the on button, it pretty much opens up the valve and vice versa. So we do like the valve system because it does give you the freedom to choose whether you want the car to be loud or quiet. At the same time, it is a very popular choice on the market for these cars right now. There are other brands on the market right now for you to choose from, such as X-Force, which is also an excellent system. And this just adds another option for everybody. We're going to be installing this on the Spec B, and we're going to show you whatever is needed for the system to be fitted. So as you can see here, right now we already have the juiced pipe system installed on the car, paired with the AeroFlow Dynamics secondary cat delete. So we'll get Harry to remove the juiced pipe and refit with the AeroFlow Dynamics valve system. The standard straight pipe catback system does not require any wiring, and that's why installation is quite simple. Simply bolt on to the car and you're good to go. Whereas the valve system does require some sort of wiring, and that's why it will take a bit longer than the conventional system. So right now we'll get Harry to take the system off and show you guys how the valve system is installed. So with our Spec B, we have chosen to hardwire the system onto the car. You do get the option to plug it in the cigarette socket if that's what you prefer. Obviously, that's going to be a lot easier than hardwiring, because what we do is that we will run the wire through the cabin and place the module inside the car for you. We do offer installation for you in the workshop if you are local to us. At the same time, we do have principal dealers around Australia for you to install as well. So as you can see, we've just finished installing the new AeroFlow Dynamics F1 valved catback system. Very nice and simple design on the car, straight bolt on and full 3-inch wire piping all the way through to the back. That's a little remote that does the magic. And we'll be showing you some sound clips very soon. So here we also have two brand new products from AeroFlow Dynamics. As you can see from here, they are both headers for the Subaru VB. One is the equal length and one is the unequal length. If you've seen part of their video before, they did mention that these are the revised version, which fits perfectly onto the car without any modification. So let's start with the equal length. What the equal length header does is that it will give you an power increase, but at the same time, the sound will not be much difference compared to the stock ones you have right now. Whereas on the other hand, if you have the unequal length, which tends to be a lot more popular, is that you will get back that Subi rumble that we have been searching for a very long time, especially for the VB models. I feel like coming out of stock, it is something that the VB was lacking. Installing these unequal length header will give you that sound, but at the same time, you sacrifice a bit of power. Installing these straight onto the car, you do not require a tune, but it is highly recommended that you do. So today will just be a demonstration of the parts that we want to show you, but we won't be actually installing onto the car yet. So for the last couple of days, I have been driving the shop Spec B around with the new exhaust. I actually personally really love how the exhaust sounds. It does feel very different to anything we have previously. So whether it was a stock one or something that had a straight pipe. I also like how the exhaust sits. So if you look from the back, it's actually symmetrical on both sides. It was a minimal adjustment for the exhaust, so we didn't have to do a lot. The coloring is excellent for me. I like how the burnt tip goes with the Galaxy Purple Pearl. As you can see from here, we have a remote that controls the valve itself. This can be operated whether you're inside the car or outside. So it gives you the freedom to control the valve wherever you are. Whenever I start the car, I like to have a shut, so it's not too loud at the cold start. And when I'm driving, or if I go for a spirited drive like where we are now, I will have it open. Harry has hardwired everything inside the car. Nothing is showing in the boot. We got a clean installation. If we go around the door, all the wires are tucked in nice and neat. So no wires exposed. Everything is installed by us in-house and hardwired professionally. So the question that we get asked most about is how is the driving experience and what it feels like inside the cabin. I guess for a 3-inch system, it does have some sort of drone to an extent, but for me, I feel like this system has kept it at a minimum. In terms of loudness, it is quite tamed inside the cabin, so I can still hear my music, or when I chat to the passenger I can still hear what they say, compared to the past system we have where sometimes it gets a bit rowdy. Alright, so that pretty much wraps up the review for the AeroFlow Dynamics F1 catback system. Me personally, I really like the exhaust, and right now these are available to order from our website. We do offer installation for these systems from our workshop. If you are in New South Wales or Sydney area, welcome to visit our workshop. If you are in Melbourne, we do have our principal dealer that also stock them and provide installation.